know the level of high standard what
Yeah.
needs to be
Spot on, yeah, they don't have to think, do they? You just crack on and do it. Now, what situation is that appropriate in, Lauren?
It's appropriate when they need to make quick decisions.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
example, a serious situation where
Yeah.
someone's life could be in risk.
Oh,
they
spot on.
need to quickly make that decision.
Yeah, and training as well. People, when we're in training, we're being trained, basic training, something like that, yeah. What about sorry, we've done autocratic, bureaucratic. Tell me about that, please.
It's
Ruby.
where the leader follows the rule by the letter and make sure the team follows the rule by
Is
the
that
letter.
so bloody important, the uniform services? Why is that?
Because you
know?
can make mistakes.
You can, and
Yeah,
what's the
mistakes can maybe even lead to death.
bloody too right, yeah.
Rules are very important by
Yeah.
law and by
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's rules that are dictated
Show
in
by
law.
example to
Yeah.
the public.
Yeah,
They think, oh,
yeah,
well, if he can get away with it, why can't I?
yeah, exactly that. Well done. So the bureaucratic process is one which is important and needed in a uniform service because it's dictated by law, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we can't arrest anybody in any other way than the proper laid down way. Can't load a nuclear weapon in any other way than the proper way for safety issues and law. Why might it be demotivational to be bureaucratic for a team to be ruled in that way or to be managed or led in that way? Why might it be demotivational?
They don't really value their opinions.
Yeah, good opinions aren't thought about.
It's bad for teams that kind of need that flexibility
Yeah,
to
no flex.
move around.
Yeah,
There's no
defo.
creativity in the work.
Yeah,
It's
therefore
just got to be done in their way.
that way. Yeah, you can't play around with things. It's boring. Yeah, deal with it once. But obviously we have to weigh that up against sort of like the needs of the task and the people.
I think this would mostly kind of be used in the army as they need to follow rules and make sure that certain task is done.
It's used in all the public service. You go to if you're an ambulance and you go to a certain situation, it's dealt with by a rule or a procedure. Police, exactly the same. Fire brigade, lots of procedures. Transactional then. Who can tell me about transactional?
It's
As
where the team discusses a plan that is agreed upon, then presents it to team leaders to see if they agree with this.
but what is the thing behind transactional then as a style? Why will you do it?
Money.
Money.
Get money and
Yeah.
then the team leader can punish them.
Yeah, can anybody remember that theorist? That well done, Taylor. Yeah, Taylor was the one that said that was important. That pay is the sole motivator. So yeah, we can accept that pay is a motivator. But what makes pay a motivator? How much pay do you have to get for it to be motivational?
Yeah.
Quite a high amount.
Quite a high bonus.
Depending on what
Bonuses.
depending on what the level of task you're going to be doing.
Say if it's going to be like life changing or you'd want
Yeah.
quite a bit of money more than if you were sat in an office.
Or a short-term task.
Yeah. So you need to be paid enough for you to feel that it's worth your commitment and effort. And strangely enough, even though you're risking your life, people do that for relatively small amounts of money, really. Just normal pay, really. Because it's about motivation.
It's
isn't
money.
it? Yeah, and it's money. We need money, don't we, to pay the mortgage, etc. Well, you don't need that yet, but you will do. So, transformational then. Tell me about that style. Sounds very similar, but it's not. So, transformational. Who can tell me about Hannah? Tell me about that.
So like that. It's a very kind of inspiring style. You get the best from everyone really. So you're getting ideas from everyone. You're getting the leaders like attention. You're getting the trust from the leaders, so you feel more motivated to do the task.
Okay,
And
can
you
you
don't feel so scared to go up to them and
more honest?
Yeah, as the trust is already being built,
Right.
honesty starts to make its way out.
Right.
So if you mess up, you can just come out with it straight away and not feel embarrassed about it.
you'd
Right.
feel better. I think if the leader came up to you and said, "Oh, you're doing this wrong. Could you do this?" You'd feel a lot better because you've got the trust and you've got the loyalty of the team leader to try and get you to do the best you
Right.
can.
What would you say about it?
The
Lauren?
team shares the vision for the future for the organisation, and they inspire their team members because they expect the best from everyone.
Right, so transformational is about the leader giving direction, standing up there and selling the idea or the vision about the future to the team. It's about the team sort of buying into it. What happens if the team don't buy into it? They don't buy into this vision, they don't want to do what the leader says.
Leadership style won't really work, and they'll have to come up with a
They're not right
kind
for
of-
that job. If they're going to use that style, they'll have to go to another way of working.
Right,
You
so
might
they
have to come up with different ideas, like go back to brainstorming different ideas to get the best one.
okay, so maybe using other styles in sort of conjunction with it. In terms of laissez-faire then, laissez-faire, what is that style leadership all about, Ruby?
It's where,
Go on.
it's where the leader gives a briefing and a set deadline to the team, and basically let this team just go out on their own and
Crack on with it.
crack on where it is only there for support purposes only.
What sort of people would you give that to, Anna?
Yeah, you'd kind of give it to people that could work on their own,
Yeah.
that wouldn't need so much guidance.
Experienced.
Yeah,
Experience, as
experience
it all
ones.
set and
Yeah.
qualities for the task.
Yeah,
If there's
definitely.
certain kind of skills needed, like each person has a set specialist skill,
Yeah.
then they'd be able to just go away and do whatever they do best.
Oh, Lauren, why might it be quite a motivational style, do you think?
It can lead to high job satisfaction,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be damaging if the team don't handle their time well.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
And if there's no motivation in themselves to do what they're going off and doing, they're not going to do the work effectively.
Correct, yeah, so it could be demotivational, that's right. In terms of people orientated as a style, what can you tell me about that one, please, Anna?
It's the team leaders mainly focused on how the members feel. If there's kind of conflict, and he'll try and sort it out and
Or she.
make them feel like they want to be there.
Yeah, I mean, why? Yeah, why? It seems a silly question, but why is that motivational to have somebody really focused on you as a person?
It makes them feel valued,
Yeah.
wanted,
Yeah,
and
important.
important.
Yeah,
Make them feel like they're actually doing something, not just being told what to do.
yeah, part of a team. Well
Yeah.
done. Yeah, it does seem silly to mention it, but sometimes it's good to state the obvious, isn't it? Yeah. But why might it be demotivational to have that sort of focus on people rather than task or team, Lauren?
Feel suffocated as they're not being trusted to work on their own.
No, I'm saying if they are being trusted, if this style of leaving them alone to
This
crack
is
on.
more focused on it.
Yeah.
So they're not really being.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, good point. What would you think, Lauren? It's that sort of, what's the negatives to sort of laissez-faire, would you say?
When people are in.
No, laissez-faire. If we're leaving people to crack on with the job, might that be sort of negative? Might be a negative thing if you leave people. Oh, sorry.
No, we are on people.
Yeah, it's
oriented.
edit that out.
Oh, you confused me.
Yeah, confused me there. It swapped around. I thought we were on laissez-faire then.
If he doesn't ask you,
So we're on people.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right. Is it? Right. Crack on then, Lauren. People then. Why are we...
We've gone through that.
Have we?
Yeah. So
Hold
now
on.
we should be on task oriented.
Okay. Did I asked you for a negative?
it's a good job I can edit this, isn't it?
Ruby did it. Give me another one anyway. Give me another negative for people. People then. Orientated.
If in people oriented, they give their own opinions in matters. If their opinion is wrong and the leader says, "Well, I don't agree," that could get their morals down because the leader's actually saying, "Well, I'm not agreeing with what you're saying."
All right. Yeah. Perhaps that'd be the case. Yeah. Okay. Task orientated. Start us off on that one, Lauren. What's all that about? Task orientated.
A task-oriented leader is someone who focuses on the task that needs to be performed in order to meet certain goals
Okay.
to achieve a certain standard of performance.
Why might it be demotivational, Hannah, to have a task-focused
because
leader?
the members might have an idea, and it's not going to the leader's not going to care about their idea. If he's got a set idea
Mhm.
and he's more worried about how
Or she.
they're more worried about how the performance is going. They're gonna stick to probably a easier kind of way of doing it.
Yeah. So it's about.
They're not gonna want it to be too complicated to get the
Okay.
best.
They're not focusing on the group, they're mainly focusing on the task.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So is that demotivational then? Because
It's demotivational because whatever the task is, that's what they've got to do. They can't have no creativity around it. It's inside the box, not
Right.
outside.
all right, yeah. What would you say, Ruby, about the sort of like task orientated being demotivational, perhaps?
They're basically their emotions and all that. They don't feel really valued.
Yeah.
They don't feel like really wanted because none
Definitely.
of ideas what they're trying to put through.
Yeah, they're the sort of things I had in mind. Yeah, it's like it makes you feel like undervalued. Yeah, or not important. Yeah,
It's not really being put through the leader.
Yeah.
He
it's not
won't
being.
do all, or she won't do all about it.
I mean, we talked about all the styles there very generally. There's one that I want to sort of like give you all a crack at though, which is sort of like the contingency style. So, Anna, start me off. What do you think this contingency style's about? What is it?
It's mainly like time orientated, like if you're in crises or if you're in minor situations, like in a crisis, should be more task orientated
Right.
to get across, like to do different things, like in
Okay, stop there. So you say it's about situations,
yeah,
and it's about choosing.
the right style.
Leadership
The
style
right
to complete
Good.
the,
Ruby, carry on. So yeah,
you know,
carry on explaining it then.
it's basically choosing the right leadership style for the task.
Yeah, or the situation.
Or
You're
the
right.
situation.
It's when leaders vary their approach.
Yeah.
They don't stick
Yeah.
to one style.
Yeah.
They change the style according to the situation they are in.
Or the task they're in. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, what sort of task they've got. So what's the benefits of that style, Lauren? Start me off. In
It's
terms of
more efficient
motivation.
because you are choosing the right style for that change in the situation. You'll be able to deal with it better.
Mhm.
Using different styles.
No, move on. I know. What would you say it is? It's why is it so important to be able to change and
'cause
swap
you'll be able
styles?
to get the best out of
Good.
the situation.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, say, in the army and you're in kind of a war zone, you're more likely to, work as a team to go around a certain thing and protect the people in your team. And if you're in a fire and rescue situation, you've got people doing different jobs to make sure they get the task done in the quickest time.
Okay, so it's about obviously, hopefully getting success at the task, but it's also about what else? About getting the best out of your team members. Yeah, absolutely. Ruby, what would you say about the contingency style and why it's so important?
It's important because you can like switch between styles, mix and match, and
Yeah,
like mash them together.
yeah,
Trying to make like more motivation equals more teamwork.
Yeah,
more
yeah.
teamwork equals more high product standard.
yeah. Well done. Yeah, you're so right there. It's about making sure you swap that style to maintain people's
Yeah.
motivation, to maintain the quality of work, to maintain their motivation. Yeah, and on a big team and when you've got a really big team, to use the contingency style is important, isn't it? Because you want to motivate the bigger number of people all the time. What's the sort of negatives of the contingency style, would you say?
The team may not like the different changes.
Yeah.
They may not know
Mm.
all the styles that they're going to be using.
It may demotivate by swapping, might
Yeah.
it? Yeah. What would you say, Anna? What?
It might confuse them a bit. 'Cause
Yeah.
if they're halfway through a different
Yeah.
situation,
Might swap
and then it
into...
kind of swaps their.
Go! Yeah, I mean, we swapped autocratic. It makes you jump, doesn't it? It does, yeah. Sorry.
That's
Edit that out. I couldn't resist that.
what am I editing out of here? I might just keep it in and make it.
Ruby, what would you say it could be sort of negative?
Confusion in the team,
Yeah, confusion, yeah.
like the adaptation to the different roles.
Yeah.
And it might be wrong decision.
It might be the wrong decision, you might choose wrong
Yeah,
style.
yes.
Good point. Okay, guys.